阅读、科技、旅行，生活可以很大。对话设计学习，思考不嫌太多。这里是 iTunes 获奖播客《狗熊有话说》，一听就停不下来的哦。Hello， 您好，您正在收听的是《狗熊有话说》BearTalk， 一个关于设计、科技、阅读与个人成长主题的中英双语播客。我是大狗熊 Bear， 一位生活在新西兰的用户体验设计师。这期节目呢，使用英文为默认语言。如果您感兴趣的话，请继续往下收听。如果您更想收听中文的节目，请保持关注狗熊有话说的播客更新，会有更多精彩的中文节目持续进行更新。本期节目呢，在大狗熊的另一档专门针对英文听众的频道 Bear Academy 首发。如果您对设计、职场、效率提升等主题的英文内容感兴趣，不妨订阅我的播客 Bear Academy， 或是关注我的 YouTube 频道 BearTalk。播客呢，可以在苹果的 Podcasts 或是 Spotify 搜索订阅。视频呢，可以在 YouTube 搜索 BearTalk 或者是 Bear Academy 就可以订阅了。我的 YouTube 频道有中文和英文两个账号，分别发布中文和英文不同的视频内容。如果您感兴趣的话，不妨两个账号同时关注。感谢您的收听，请继续。What is a UX portfolio, and why do we need a portfolio as a designer? How could we get started? Check these videos. I'll talk all these questions. Hi, my name is Bear, and here you're watching Bear Academy.podcast, a YouTube channel about design, productivity, and technology. In this video, I would like to talk a little bit more about UX portfolio. So this video doesn't provide details of how to build a portfolio, but it will walk you through on the high level of why do we need it and what the information it provides for other people and what's the value of it.And also what will be the resources that we could use to create a portfolio, and what are the things we need to think about before create a portfolio. Hope this will be some questions you want to figure out why. So let's get started. So why do we need portfolio? I think the most important thing for the portfolio is to make it clear of how we can show our work. And as a designer, our value is hugely be measured by our experience. And how can we show our experience? Just talk to your previous project or the previous cases you've worked on. It's a good way that people can understand, yes, this is what he can do and what he did. So it could be something he can do in the future for me. So yeah, show your work. This is something as a basic level of the value of a portfolio. But actually, what things are more important is to use your portfolio, especially your case study. Sorry, it seems quite blurred, but I hope you can see it. Is you use your case study to show your design decisions and the design process, especially your thinking process of making those decisions during the process. What is your rational thoughts around those decisions? Because it can show to your hiring managers that if you as a designer work with me and what he will do in the similar or in different scenarios. So it will help them to decide if he or she going to hire you, going to recruit you as part of the team. So yeah, it's to show your design thinking process. So which could be a good point for the next one, like it's guide to you. The next thing I want to mention for the design portfolio is always talk about the context. That could be a really common mistake for the graphic designer or the designer with graphic visual specialty, because some of them will find, portfolio is maybe just to show something I did great in previous projects. So just take some screenshot of the project I worked on, or just use some mockups I show on Dribble or other parts of the or other designers showcase platforms. That's all. But what is more important is this context, like what actually the problem was, and what's the expectations from different perspectives, from the business, from you, from the team, and what your design challenge was, and what is the result, like before what's the gap, and after what's the result, what the outcome of it. So you really need to talk about the whole story. So not only the context, which is very important, but also about the story, about before and after. So this is the portfolio should have included. And I think the next part, what I want to talk is about for the junior designers and senior designers, what could be the things that you might need help. So for junior designers, one of the most mentioned questions is that, hey Belle, I'm a junior designer, or just I'm on the learning process of to become a junior designer, so I don't have any experience. How can I get started in my portfolio? I think it's really depends, but in general, as a junior designer, you can try to look for internship, or you can find some volunteering work to do things for free to give you some experience, which you can use for your portfolio. Or you can start some side project or even fake project, which is not I recommend, but still is something could present something of your design process. And for the senior designers, the problem will be, my portfolio is outdated and I haven't updated any new recent project I worked on. Actually, this is one of my problems as well. So I think the reason for the senior design, it's not that I'm saying I'm a senior designer, but still this is one of my problems. My portfolio website is outdated and haven't been updated a lot. I think the major reason for this one is senior designers don't have that much of time to update their portfolio, and also senior designers, if they're going to find a new job or other job opportunities, is more by referral, and they already have the experience, so they don't need to show the portfolio at first. But it's always necessary for them to walk through a case study for the recruiters or for the hiring managers, for the potential hiring managers to get a job. So I think for senior designers, my suggestion would be like at least take 1 or 2 case studies, update every year. So it could be like solid whole projects of the things you worked on and your solution. And also senior designer need to think about the NDA, which is the confidential agreement for if you work for a company, probably you cannot share the details of the project you worked on, especially when the feature haven't been launched. So it could be a little bit tricky, but always get things ready would be good. And also another suggestion for senior designers is to always keep the work in progress files ready and don't I think it's good to take notes and keep a record of all the things, especially the work in progress files, and some screenshots of the Zoom meetings or your notes or anything else. So later, if you want to write a case study, you don't need to squeeze out from your memory and what did I do? And keep asking you that questions. If you keep all the things in Notion or some tools that you are using, it will be much easier. And finally, is there any tools that we can use to build our portfolios? I just talk some basic levels. So pretty much we can use some site building platforms such as Wix, Squarespace, UX Folio, or even WordPress to build our portfolio website. But personally, I don't suggest to use WordPress. You probably can check this 2-1 as primary choices, UX Folio and Squarespace, because each of them has many available templates, so you don't need to start from scratch. And also the price is not unacceptable, so it should be good to go at first. Hope you enjoy this video and hope it answers some of your questions if you have any questions about a UX portfolio. But if you want to know more, or if you want to know how a real case study walkthrough looks like, check my other video for details. And if you're interested, please subscribe this channel, and I will talk more things about design, productive and technology in this video. I'm there. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in next one. Cheers. Bye. 您正在收听的是狗熊有话说 BearTalk， 一个关于设计、科技、阅读与个人成长的中英双语播客。您的推荐与分享是我继续制作节目的最佳动力，请您在收听节目的平台呢，通过评论留下您的观点，或者是给节目点赞。如果碰到您喜欢的某期节目，请在自己熟悉的社交网络发布分享，或者是向朋友推荐。我的网站呢是 BearTalking.com， 这期播客的所有详细信息呢，可以在 voice.beartalking.com 进行查询，也希望您能订阅我的 YouTube 频道或者是微信公众号，搜索狗熊有话说5个汉字，狗熊有话说即可以找到。谢谢。